Welcome to Sphere. I am Price Time, and this is Sphere Finance. Preon continues to be the main focus of the Sphere ecosystem because it is home to the Star stablecoin. Preon opens the door for users and the ecosystem to expand into highly efficient yield opportunities. In a nutshell, by depositing crypto assets as collateral, you can borrow the Star stablecoin. Star now has multiple yield farming liquidity pools and vaults, giving you the ability to earn extra yield. And one such option is through Extrafinance or Extrafi. Extrafi is a leveraged yield strategy and lending protocol for Optimism and Base. This allows you to earn substantially enhanced yields through the use of leverage. Please note that Extrafi is not under ownership of Preon, nor is it controlled or made by the Preon or Sphere team. Please be sure to do your own due diligence before using Extrafi. Now within Extrafi, there are two new yield opportunities for Star. First, you can single-sided deposit Star to lend it out to borrowers. Currently, there is relatively high demand for borrowing Star, resulting in a very attractive single-sided lending APY. The risk here is that closing a lending position may be delayed, as you may have to wait for lent assets to be returned, leveraged positions to be closed, or additional Star to be added for lending before you can receive your withdrawn position. The other option is to leverage the USDC Star stable LP from Aerodrome to earn extra yields. With leveraged yield farming, the process is relatively straightforward but comes with added risks. When you deposit your LP to farm, you will be given the option to leverage anywhere from 1x to 3x, and even up to 5x with VE Extra. Extrafi will then take your LP as collateral to borrow either USDC or Star, and you can select between these, but it will typically default to whichever is most profitable at the time. Extrafi will then automatically take the borrowed token, in this case USDC, use it to swap for Star, and create more LP, and then deposit that new LP into the same strategy. The leverage multiplier will then determine how many times Extrafi repeats this process. This creates a larger and larger LP thanks to the borrowed assets. That larger and larger LP then creates more and more yield minus the interest paid on the borrowed asset. Now, importantly, with higher yield often comes higher risk, and it is important to be informed about the risks of leverage. With normal yield farming, you typically deposit an LP to earn a reward token, and the risks are relatively low outside of normal contract risks and token price volatility. Whenever you deposit collateral to borrow another token, that adds another layer of risk because you will need to repay what is borrowed plus any applicable fees before you can retrieve your initial deposit. Further, if the value of your deposit drops too far, you can be at risk of liquidation. Upon liquidation, you will lose your initial deposit, but can keep your borrowed tokens. Now with leveraged yield farming, the stakes are even higher. The same rules apply, such that if the value of your deposit drops too far, then you can be at risk of liquidation. However, because the borrowed amount has been leveraged back into your deposited collateral, upon liquidation, you will lose everything. Granted, the risk of liquidation is relatively low with stable LPs, but the risk of a depegging event is always a possibility that could lead to liquidation, so please always keep this in mind, monitor your position, and always make informed decisions. Leverage can be a powerful tool for enhancing yield when its risks are properly managed. That said, if this entire process seems too complex or risky for you, then never fear, because you can always simply deposit that same USDC Star Aerodrome Stable LP into Dyson, Sphere's multi-chain yield maximizer, and earn auto-compounding yield with no risk of LP liquidation. More collateral options and opportunities for Star yield are in the works, so be sure to visit us on Discord to stay up to date on announcements and join our community. This video and channel is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence in order to make sound financial decisions. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and always remember that you matter for who you are.